case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In a pronounced turn of events, the Louisiana Supreme Court recently reversed a murder conviction and death sentence held by Alan Snyder. The case, notoriously recognized as Snyder v. Louisiana, saw the court spotlight the issue of racial biases in jury selection and brought forth the legal rule known as the Batson process. As a background, the Batson process safeguards defendants from racial discrimination during jury selection. Should a defendant suspect racially driven peremptory jabs, they are required to assert evidence supporting their claim. In return, the prosecution must purge racially tinted claims by presenting race-neutral reasons for their juror strikes. Snyder was initially convicted of first-degree murder and given a death sentence by a Louisiana court. The proceedings of the said trial were later questioned. Alarm bells rang when the prosecution eliminated all 5 black jurors and over 50 other potential jurors during the selection process via their peremptory prerogatives. The court's dismissal of the ensuing Batson claim raised eyebrows and led to the appeal. Specifically, the defense took umbrage at the dubious removal of 2 black jurors. While the initial reaction was to dismiss this objection, a deep dive into the reasons given for striking Mr. Brooks, one of the aforementioned black jurors, painted a vividly questionable tableau. Bordering on speculation, the prosecution argued that Mr. Brooks' student teaching obligations could bias him. Ironically, the trial's brevity meant that Mr. Brooks's duties would not have conflicted heavily with his jury service. Allegations of possible discrimination were further fueled by the acquiescence of a white juror, Mr. Roland Laws, who had distinctly larger conflicting obligations. This juxtaposition brought forth an unsettling inference of racial discriminatory intent, shifting the prosecution into a position where they bore the burden of proving their strikes were not racially motivated. The Louisiana Supreme Court, recognizing the weight of the potential discrimination, opted for a reversal of Snyder's conviction and death pronouncement, restoring faith in the court's obligations toward fair trial conduct. The court concluded with regards to the wrongful overruling of the petitioner's objection in relation to Mr. Brooks. It acknowledged the invalid nature of the prosecution's justifications for his dismissal and the inevitability of inferring discriminatory intent. The outcome tipped the scales onto the prosecution's side to prove the absence of decisive racial intent, leading to a remand of the case for further consistent proceedings. While the case had a significant impact on how the Batson process is applied, it also served as a touching reminder of our ongoing battle against racial biases within the American judiciary.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.